AMC. Okay,
AMC.
AMC. Can you please explain what AMC is? So, again, we're not talking theory, hacks, tricks, or anything like that on this podcast, but to set the context, explain what AMC is, and in practical terms, why should brands care about it?
Well, you have caught me at a very good time because I've been in the weeds of AMC the last couple of weeks, like really digging in and pulling a ton of reports. So AMC is essentially a database of all of your Amazon customer and sales data that you can access. The problem with it is that it's pretty complex. It requires SQL to write the queries to then pull the data, and you got to understand that, which can be complex. So a lot of times brands think they need like a data scientist or some sort of like advanced person to help them query and pull their data. But ultimately, it's just going to give you a lot of key insights across your full business, be able to blend data together across different things and see a lot longer history. You can get a lot longer look back windows. There's like a 5-year look back window on some tables that they have. You can change the attribution model. So if like instead of last touch attribution, like all of Amazon's ads reporting shows, you want to see first touch, like you can change that. So it really gives a ton of customization flexibility to see all of those kind of key metrics that we were talking about before, the new to brand, the LTV, the CAC LTV ratio, new to brand on sponsored products, like consideration window, touch points, all of it. That's where all of this stuff lives. And so Amazon doesn't really, they have like pre-built reports and stuff in Seller Central and stuff that show you kind of like repeat purchase rate and kind of LTV, but it's a little fragmented and doesn't necessarily give the full picture and give you the granularity that you're necessarily looking for. It's fully customizable in AMC and you can see all of it. It's very difficult to get started sometimes whenever you have never mess with it too much. We have a podcast episode that gives kind of like the intro to it, like gives a demo of like, here's the platform, here's how it works, here's the buttons and what it does. And then I just put together another guide, which was 15 AMC pre-built AMC queries that are designed for specific things that you can literally just copy paste, plug it in. You'd set your date range and hit run, and then it's going to output a report. And the guide kind of shows you what it's going to look like in ways that you can format it to actually like create a graph or whatever to visualize it a little bit better. So again, I'll link that up there. But
Thank you.
It's been incredible. I personally, what I did, I'm not a coder. I don't know how to write SQL or anything like that. I just personally custom trained in AI. I took all of the table schemas and all of the documentation on AMC and I uploaded it to this like local AI that I have, and it's trained on all the AMC stuff, so it knows how to write queries. And so I basically just ask it like, hey, I want to know,
Help.
this. Yeah, help me. And then it'll write me this query and I can go back and forth. And it's usually pretty accurate. Like it maybe messes up like once or twice or something, but then I can kind of fix it. And, but that's what those queries have kind of come from, is just writing those with AI. And it's been pretty good. Amazon has their own AI prompt writing thing inside of AMC. I haven't really used it too much personally. I don't know how good it is or whether it works really well on like complex stuff, but I've seen this other method work pretty well. And then one other thing I'll mention on AMC is just the audience capabilities. I didn't touch on that yet, but within AMC, you can create custom audiences with these queries to where you can target a very specific segment of your customer base or go after new customers or whatever you're looking for, and then deploy that within your campaigns, whether that be your DSP campaigns or your PPC campaigns, which you can now add audiences to all of your sponsored products and sponsored brands, bid modifiers to go after those markets or audiences a little bit more effectively. So what I'll do is maybe like for the supplement brand, I'll go in and create like a new to brand audience for a specific product. Basically, like what I'm looking at is a 5-year look back window. Go after people who have never purchased this product from the brand in this 5 years. So like Amazon's normal new to brand look back is a year. So like all the new to brand reporting you're seeing for sponsored brands is only considering the 1 year window. But this extends way further than that. So you can know like the true incrementality of net new sales and what's just kind of like repeating a year later or whatnot. So, and then from there, you can like build an audience and deploy that within your campaigns to go after those audiences more aggressively. and optimize your campaigns for those key KPIs for your business. So
Go back to our
new
earlier
to brand,
question.
just one example.